Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Michael O, and I am back with another track and field video. Today, we are going to be going through, to me, the top five, top five performances from this year's Olympics. And I'm going to have to preface this by saying, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your top five events were, what your favorite events were, because I got my perspective, I got the events I watched, and I'm sure there's events that I missed or there can be in a different order, all that. So let me know what you guys think. But let's get into it. Coming in at number five, I'm going to clump this together. Coming in at number five, we got the boys of Italy and Marcel Jacobs winning the 100-meter dash and then winning the 4x100 100-meter relay. Marcel Jacobs, he came out. This was his first Olympics for the 26-year-old Italian, and he took gold in a 980, constantly PRing in the 100-meter dash. And then a couple days later, they double back and win the 4x1. Himself and his teammates, they do get the 4x1. That was one of the most exciting races on the track, in my opinion. They did not lead the whole way, but they were able to get that 100-meter or 4x100-meter, I should say, gold medal with a great anchor leg. I believe they won by like 100th of a second or 200th of a second with a great lean at the line. And it was just a great race. I don't think that there was anyone, maybe if you're a super Italian track and field fan, you would call that they could get the 4x1 or the 100. But from my perspective, it was something that I was just so surprised by. It was a great run. A 980 is one of the fastest times in the world, if not the fastest time in the world this year. And just to get that 4x1 gold medal, truly amazing. So that is coming in at number five. For number four, I'm going to go ahead and give it to the performance by Yulimar Rojas, the Venezuelan triple jumper. When I ran track, I trained with a lot of jumpers. I got kind of learned. That is so long. I know grown men. I know NCAA championship men who did not jump 51 feet. Like, some of the guys who win, maybe, I'm not going to say the champion, but, first place might be a 51 or second or third. And this young lady, 25 years old, jumped a 51-foot jump. She did, I believe it was her second round jump. She had a 15.41, so just a little lower, and then that was a world record. In her second round jump, she broke the world record, and then she would go on and put more distance on that with the 15.67. And that, like I said, if you don't know about the triple jump, that is amazing. I know girls, I used to train with the girl who made it to the Olympics, and she was like a 44, she was in the 44 to 46 range, and she did end up going to the Olympics. She represented America. She was a great jumper. So 45 is really, kind of up there. You're in the middle of the pack for ladies, a 45, 46, and a 47. And let me say this, Yulimar jumped a 51. 44, 45 is pretty up there. You're world class. You're not the best, but you're world class. She are really well. She, it's not going to be the typical, but she did it. She broke the world record. So what can you say? So that is my number 4 performance. In number 3, I'm going to go ahead and give it to the young lady, the legend, Elaine Thompson from Jamaica. She was the Rio Olympic 100-meter and 200-meter dash champion. She doubled back. There was a lot of competition over this year. There was a lot of drama to me and for the 100, and just a lot of competitors. I was wrong. I didn't know that she was gonna win. She necessarily wasn't my pick from earlier in the season, and she went and she got the 100-meter dash Olympic record in a time of 10.61, and then she doubled back to win the 200 in a 21:53. In the 100, it was a Jamaican sweep with her, Shelly Ann Frazier, and Sharika Jackson. Shout out to Jackson. That's just a sidebar, but shout out to her. She's a great runner, all around sprinter. But it was Elaine Thompson who got the dub over everyone. She got it over Gabby Thompson and the rest of the field in the 200, and she got it over everyone in the 100-meter dash. Once again, she did go ahead and have that Olympic record in the 100-meter dash. Just ran a great race. She progressed every single round in the 100 and really just put it together to take the dub. I mean, sheesh, did they win the Jamaican 4x1 as well? Did the ladies win that? I'm gonna have to double check, because if they won that, then she'd walk away with 3, not 1, but 2, 3 gold medals from the Olympics. This completely slipped my mind, but she was in the 4x1. They were the second fastest 4x1 of all time. She walked away with not 1, not 2, but 3 gold medals. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to Elaine Thompson. Amazing competition put together by her and her coaching staff. Truly an amazing feat that she did in performances. So that was my number 3. We're getting to the top 2. Number 2 is gonna go to a man, Ryan Crouser of the United States. I wasn't a thrower. I watched all the events, but I feel like sometimes the field events, and especially the throws, they don't get a lot of love, or we don't necessarily always pay attention, at least from my perspective. That's kind of how I feel. Ryan Crouser has been the best thrower. Basically, he's been the best thrower, or the most consistent thrower in the world to me. For the last 10 years, I've been watching him, or at least knowing the name Ryan Crouser for 10 or 12 years. I'm from the state of Washington. He's from the state of Oregon, and he's just consistently done it in the shot put and in the throws. He's one of those names. Now let me tell you this. This is why Ryan Crouser is coming in at number 2. 5, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 of his throws broke the previous Olympic record. 5 of his throws broke the previous Olympic record. His first round throw was an Olympic record. His second round throw was an Olympic record, and so on and so forth. Leading up to his 6th and final throw, he was able to channel all of his energy and throw to a distance of 23.37 meters for another Olympic record. And I believe that was a world record as well. So every single one was consistent. He really every single one was not only consistent, but it was better. He gradually threw further, broke the Olympic record, his own, records 5 times. And yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to be really said about that. If you didn't watch it, if you're more of a running fan or sprint fan, blah, 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 take a second and do a little research on the throws. Maybe do a little research on him. I should probably even do more research on him. But it was amazing. What he did was truly amazing. So shout out to you, Ryan. He's still only 28 years old. It's like, what else is there left for him to do, What else is out there? Because he still has a lot of room to improve. He can kind of maybe technically get more strength, get some more of that grown man strength. He's a grown man at 28, but think about him in 4 years at 32 years old. We could be seeing a better, stronger Ryan Crouser. So he was my second place performance. And coming in at number one, a drum roll please, coming in at number one, we actually have a tie, or I'm gonna give it a number one and a number 1.5. So it's hard to break them because it's the same event and basically the same thing happened. We got the women's 400 meter hurdles in the men's 400 meter hurdles. It might be like a bias on my part to give it to the guys versus the ladies, because basically the same thing happened. Sydney McLaughlin and Dahlia Mohammed. First, Sydney McLaughlin broke the 400 meter hurdles world record. She had a time of 51.90. She broke a previous world record that was held by Miss Dalilah Mohammed, who also broke the world record in a time of 52.16. They came through. Dalilah ran strong the whole race. Sydney really just bit down in the last 30 to 40 meters. She really bit down and came through the line in that world record. Dalilah ran so strong, so well, led the whole race. And Sydney just kind of came through and outsprinted her in the last 100 meter dash. Or not 100 meter dash, in the last 30 meters to 40 meters of the race. It was a great one. I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't kind of the same, or maybe didn't get the same attention as the men's 400 meter hurdles, but both ladies broke the world record. It was a great race. I don't have Sydney's age, but she's like 24 or 25. A lot of room to grow. Dalilah Mohammed is a little older. I think she's like 29 or 30. But they just ran a great race. They doubled back to be on the Olympic 4x4 relay. I think Dalilah actually had a better leg than Sydney. But overall, just truly a great performance. New world record for Sydney. And, just a great performance. And the season's not over, so we might see it again. Who knows? Dalilah Mohammed might come through and get a record right back and beat Sydney. So that was my number 1.5, or tied for number one. And to me, the best race or the best performance was Karsten Warholm and Benjamin in the men's 400 meter hurdles. These guys are young. These guys are so young. They broke they've been breaking the original world record held by Kevin Young. Warholm broke the barrier of 20. He broke the 46 barrier, and Benjamin was right there with the 46.1. Benjamin got second. He broke the previous world record with that 46.17. He's only 24 years old. He ran a great race. He really started to. Warholm was leading the whole race, but he really, in that last 80, he really was eating on him. He made a lot of gains on Warholm, but in that last few hurdles, Warholm was just able to keep the pace, running big, running strong, and break the world record in a time of 45.94. To me, in my opinion, once we start getting into the 45 range in a flat 400, you are elite. It doesn't mean you're clearly not gonna win a gold or anything like that, but once you start breaking into that 45, it's like you're a pretty elite runner. And Warholm broke into the 45 range, and he did it with 10 hurdles in front of him. Truly amazing. Something that I didn't know was possible. I just didn't know if that was possible. He is 25 years old. Both of these gentlemen have a lot of running left to do, and they really just set a standard that's going to lead the field. I think that 400 meter hurdle race was one of the best races of all time, with so many guys running 47 and 46, and that performance just took everyone else who was in that race with them. And to me, that was the highlight of the Olympics. And like I said, these guys have more running to do this year and more running to do in the future, being just 24 and 25 years old. So, whoo! Those to me were the top 5 performances at this year's Olympics in the track and field. I'm not very huge on the distance. I know there was some Olympic records. There was another Norwegian man. So Norway, I believe got 2 Olympic or world records. No, let's say 2 Olympic records, because someone got it in the 1500 meters as well for men. But I'm just not as versed in the world of distance. I'm gonna let Nick Simmons or someone kind of tell you guys about that. So to me, those were the top 5 performances at this year's Olympics. Let me know what you guys and gals think. Were there any performances that I missed? Should anything be taken off and anything be added in? What was your favorite event to watch or the most exciting event? Let me know down in those comments. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I want to make more track and field and just all around sports content. I love sports. I ran track. I played basketball. I'm into boxing and MMA. So just let me know what you guys like, and like I said, subscribe if you enjoy this type of stuff. I'm gonna go do some vlogs and go to track meets and sporting events. It's your boy Michael O, and I am signing out for the day. Hope y'all have a blessed one. If you play sports, if you run track, get out there, go perform. Make sure you're doing your stretches and you're working hard so that one day you can make somebody's top 5 Olympic list. Peace. I'm out.